Books presents an unabridged recording of The Dragon Heir by Cinda Chima, narrated by Robert Ramirez and directed by Jane Kramer.
Prologue. 7 years prior. Fog clung to Booker Mountain like an old ragged coat. The pickup's chancy headlights poked frail tunnels through the mist. Although the road was narrow and treacherous, Madison didn't worry. Her grandmother Min could find her way blindfolded and sound asleep. Min rammed the truck into low gear as the grade steepened. Her face was set in hard, angry lines, but Madison knew Min wasn't mad at her. She felt rescued, cocooned in the pickup with John Robert on her lap and Grace jammed between her and the door. Grace was sleeping, her head braced against the window, her hair hanging in knots around her face. Min hadn't taken the time to comb it. "Won't Mama worry when she comes home and finds us gone?" Madison asked, speaking softly so as not to startle John Robert, who was sucking his thumb with that drunk baby look on his face. "Carlene could do with a little worrying, if you ask me," Min said. "The idea, leaving a 10-year-old in charge of a baby and a toddler for 2 days." "Somebody probably called off," Madison suggested. "Or maybe Harold Dwayne asked her to work late." "The tavern's only open till 2. She had no business staying out all night." "I'm real grown up for my age, Mama says." Min snorted and rolled her eyes. "I know you are, honey. You're more grown up than your mama. You were born wise." They swept past the brick and stone wall and lighted gateposts that marked the Roper place. Min made a sign with her hand as they passed the broad driveway. "What's that for?" Madison asked, knowing it was a hex. Min didn't answer. Min always said good Christians don't hex people. "Why do you want to hex the Ropers?" Madison persisted. Bryce Roper lived there. He was in her class at school. He had this glow around him like the light through rain-smeared glass, the kind of glow rich people had, maybe. Bryce had 4 Arabian horses, and he'd let you ride them, if he liked you. Madison had never been riding at the Ropers. "The Ropers want our mountain," Min said. Madison blinked. Booker Mountain? What would they want with that? "But their place is much nicer," she blurted out. "If you liked fancy stone houses with pillars and grassy lawns and miles of white fence and Arabian horses." "Coal," Min said bluntly. "Bryson Roper can't get the rest of his coal out of the ground without going through Booker Mountain, and that belongs to me." They rounded the last curve, past the mailbox that said M. Booker, Reader and Advisor. The pickup rattled to a stop at the foot of the porch steps. Madison carried John Robert and Min carried Grace. Madison walked flat-footed across the weathered planks of the porch so she wouldn't get splinters in her bare feet. By the time they'd climbed the steps and crossed the porch and carried the kids to the back bedrooms, Min was breathing hard, her face a funny gray color. Madison felt the cold kiss of fear on the back of her neck. "Grandma? You all right?" Min only waved her hand, too breathless to speak. She clawed open the neck of her blouse, revealing the opal necklace she always wore, the one she sometimes let Madison try on. Once they had the young ones settled in bed, Madison built a fire in the stove and made coffee for both of them. Min didn't even complain about how she made it, which was worrisome. "It's going to be a cold winter," Min predicted, settling into the only chair with arms and wrapping a shawl around her shoulders. Some of her color had come back. More
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.